At Milton Hershey School, it is important for our students to have the option to continue their education after they graduate from MHS. That's why we created the Continuing Education Scholarship, also known as CES, to provide scholarship assistance to eligible graduates. Like all initiatives at MHS, the CES program is built upon the guiding principles established by our founders, Milton and Catherine Hershey. As it states in the Deed of Trust, students must have good behavior, character, and proficiency to earn premiums and rewards. The CES funding is a premium and a reward for our students and is not guaranteed. It is accrued during grades 9 through 12 and is based upon good grades, good behavior, and a strong work ethic. It is recommended that you and your student reference the GPS plan qualification process to understand what's required to be eligible for CES. Students who wish to use CES funding for a 4-year college program must have a certain GPA, SAT scores, good behavior, and work ethic. Students who wish to pursue a 1-year certification program or 2-year degree must meet very similar criteria, although SAT scores are not a factor when pursuing these shorter length degrees. All students are required to have a graduation plan formally approved by the GPS team before the end of their senior year. One of the key purposes of the Continuing Education Scholarship is to help a student earn a post-secondary degree or certificate while keeping their student loan debt to a minimum. Before your student gains access to their CES funds, other grant and scholarship money must be applied for first. This is where the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, comes in. Every fall, from senior year of high school through the fall before the final year of college, together, you and your student need to fill out an online FAFSA form. That's the foundation for all financial aid, whether it's federal grants, state grants, or college grants. MHS will help your student fill out the forms during their senior year, but then it's up to you and the financial aid office at their college to assist your child every year after that to complete the required financial aid forms in a timely manner. Once the FAFSA process is complete, your student will have to take out an annual student loan through the federal government. Milton Hershey School's CES funds will pay the rest of the costs that financial aid does not cover. After a student graduates from college, if there is leftover CES funding, MHS will use those remaining CES funds to help pay off the loans that MHS required your child to take out as an investment in their own education. It is our hope that your student will graduate with as little student loan debt as possible, or possibly even completely debt-free. You may be wondering, what does CES cover? The CES provides for tuition, fees, room, and meals that aren't paid for by other forms of financial aid. We also offer a book and supply allowance for each semester. You must live on campus or commute from home for the first 2 years of college to be eligible for any CES money. After 2 years living on campus, you may move off campus with CES support, but CES only helps cover off-campus rent, utilities, and meals during the period when you are actively enrolled in classes, which is typically the 9-month academic year. For students who choose to live at home and commute to school, CES will help with food costs by paying a meal allowance to the student each semester. CES does not cover online education or any education beyond undergraduate studies. The CES program allows students 5 years to activate their scholarship by developing an approved GPS plan for college. Once they start their college education, students have up to 6 years to complete their degree or certificate with the potential help of CES funds. It is also a core requirement to maintain good grades and good behavior in college to continue to be eligible for CES funds. Your responsibility begins during the senior division years in working with your student and their MHS career counselor in developing an approved GPS plan for your student. When your student walks across the stage in June of their senior year, if they have an approved GPS plan to go to college, MHS is committed to pay for their first semester of college as long as they've completed the financial aid process. It's up to your student to meet the requirements necessary for MHS to invest in a second semester and beyond. Each fall, you should be working with your student to complete the financial aid process and assist with any health insurance documentation. Required financial aid applications must be completed in order to proceed with another school year of CES support. High school graduation is not the finish line for our MHS students. It's the start of a new chapter and a renewed responsibility. We encourage you and your student to review the guidelines for GPS and CES programs on mhsalum.org. While there, you can also review all CES forms and documentation for MHS and your college. Then review other videos to learn more about the GPS plan. GPS staff look forward to partnering with you and your student on a plan for continued success and achievement after their graduation from MHS.